So the poem I'm going to read is about a video game called Night in the Woods, which I don't know if anyone's ever played, but it's about an anthropomorphic cat who drops out of college and moves back to her hometown. It's really good, and there's a bear called Selma that you can talk to every day, and she'll read you these really awful poems about like pizza and like going to the drive-thru and stuff like that. But then if you go to the library after dark, she'll read you this really intense poem. So I'm going to start by reading that. And then I'm going to read my own poem that's inspired by it. So Selma's poem is called No Reception in Possum Springs. No reception here. I wave my phone in the air like a flare, but no reception. I read on the internet that baby-faced boy billionaires' phone apps sold made more money in one day than my family over 100 generations, more than my whole world ever will. World where house-buying jobs become rent-paying jobs, become living with family jobs. Boy billionaires. Money is access to politicians waiting for us to die. Lead in our water, alcohol and painkillers. Replace my job with an app. Replace dreams of a house and a yard with a couch in the basement. The future is yours, forced 24/7 entrepreneurs. I just want a paycheck and my own life. I'm on the couch in the basement, they're in the house and the yard. Some night I will catch a bus out to the West Coast and burn their Silicon City to the ground. And then this is my poem. And my poem is called Nuke Possum Springs. Possum Springs is the town where all of these cute anthropomorphic animals live in this video game. On each screen, you move from right to left against the conventions of the genre. All you see are shapes, and the music from the ghosts adds itself to the chorus as you move across the cut-out rooftops, where graffiti could tell you as much as a missing child, as much as the stars and martyrs on this rooftop around the campfire through night in the woods. Generational anxieties capable of startling sadness devastate, the inevitable dread of adulthood alienate in the next moment. Government-sanctioned massacres still linger in the collective consciousness, stargazing back to their slowly stagnating town. Startled disappointment, memory of coal mining labour strikes through microfilm newspaper clippings. The most minor encounters begin to weigh down thoughtfully and again defiantly empathetic. This unique disillusionment rarely. He will not be missed, to be elaborated upon as evidently true and untrue, and God is a black goat in our heads, to which we feed the lost in the name of making things great again. So this is a timely message, even if it is not constructed as such. The elevator falls, and there is no way back down, so things will never be as they have been, as if that is what were happening at all. The homeless man behind the church lied to you about heading home to his children, which is another type of death, one beyond the typical mechanics. I am just a child, and I will not be missed. But all the while, there was a nagging impatience for the real game to start. The big earth-shattering moment that sets the narrative to a sprint. Existential terror, the nature of God, the terrible burden of being human. A quiet game woven from small scenes. If anyone's going to ruin your night, it should really be you. What are we forced into, and what do we choose? When the river took away the roads and the mines were all closed, the people all stayed. This is the everyday stasis and stagnation rendered beautifully, mournfully, only shapes. And if God is a careless shadow in a dream, or the black goat at the bottom of a pit, or something real that exists outside this programmed thing, then what does that say about the people who chose not to leave, and the people who did? Everything will always change, and some things will slowly change. The subway is a river. Nuke Possum Springs. Okay, so I'm going to finish by reading you one of Selma's poems from the game. It's 2 lines long. I got mad one time. It was online.